Hey, what's up guys? Josh and Alicia here with Terradrift. We're in Great Sand Dunes National Park doing some winter backpacking.
And not only are we testing a whole bunch of winter gear, but we're doing a huge, mega, epic winter backpacking gear giveaway. Hey, look. We're at the offshoot for the campground. This is probably one right here. This area.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We found our spot. That was easy. Nice little clearing. Nice and flat. Good size for a tent. There are no dead tree limbs or anything, so we're not worried about anything falling on us in the middle of the night. Let's pitch a tent. Everything's harder with gloves on.
This is us cooking dinner using the old tablet stove. I don't know how cold it is, but it's cold. I think it was supposed to be in the teens here, but tomorrow night I think it's supposed to be a low of 9. Yay!
Yay! I broke out some. They're less wasteful than a lot of other like hand warmer brands because you can open them and then close them back up again, so they're resealable. And so if you only use them for a couple of hours, you can stick them back in the bag that they came in, reseal the zip top, and then they'll last still for something like 72 hours, I think. And then you can pull it back out, you know, later that day or later in the evening or whatever, and it'll still work. So that's super cool, and I'm really interested to test them out. Also, these are 98% biodegradable, so what? That's awesome.
One of the things, especially when it's below freezing, I'm gonna make sure to do is try not to get sweaty, because once you get sweaty, if you stop, your body cools down, then you're risking things like hypothermia. So be proactive, and if you're getting too hot, remove a layer. Easy as that.
We stopped for lunch because it's like 12:30, so put my puffy layer back on because don't want to get too cold while we're just sitting, not working out. Got our lunch situation here. I think we're gonna add some of this untapped maple lemon tea maple aid liquid drink mix. It's like an electrolyte. I'm gonna probably eat some vegan jerky. I got some fruit leather. I got a whole bunch of fruit leathers. I'm gonna eat one of these untapped maple waffles. Yes, this is a vegan stroop waffle. And then for lunch, we got like some of this trail butter, which is, this one is the maple syrup and sea salt almond cashew butter blend. It is, I think, this brand's only vegan one. So I haven't tried it before. I'm really excited about it. I'm just gonna spread it on some tortillas, and that's lunch. Ta-da! We just got back to camp. I think we hiked about 5.5, 6 miles today. I put a couple layers back on because we've stopped moving, so it's chilly again. Sitting on our closed cell foam pad, which is good for obviously sleeping on, putting underneath our inflatable insulated sleeping pads, but also for sitting on, so you don't have to put your butt directly on the cold, hard, frozen, wet ground. Yay. And since we are back, I'll probably go ahead and put on my other layers. Speaking of layers, I've got several on now. So I have my performance layer here, which is an Odlo layer. It's the Black Foam Eco, which is really nice. So I've got that on top and bottom. Under my pants, which makes me nice and cozy when I'm active, I've got my Houdini motion top pants. they're awesome. Plus I've got my Beyond Clothing mid-layer on, which is really nice because it's got this nice cowl neck and a hood. So I love it. It's really nice to hike in. All synthetic. Everything is synthetic, no wool here. Got my liner gloves, which go on underneath my big puffy insulated gloves. And then I'm probably going to go ahead and change into my like evening wear, which sounds fancy, but it's not. It's just a different base layer, so pants and a different top that is a little bit fuzzier and warmer for sleeping in and like when I'm not active, also synthetic. And this is the Odlo Whistler. And then I will also probably sleep in this packable puffy from Outdoor Vitals. It's super light and packable, so I really like that, and slept in it last night. It was really nice. And then I'll put my Patagonia Macro Puff back on, and then my Helly Hansen shell, and I'll be cozy and snug as a bug in a rug. Josh, what are you wearing?
So for the base layer, I have my Black Comb Eco pants from Odlo, and also their hooded Black Comb Eco shirt. So this actually turns into a hood.
I wish all my base layers had that.
So I got that, and then I have my Beyond Solaris hoodie, which is a nice light mid-layer, I guess we'll call it. And then I got my Fjallraven Lat puffy jacket. And then I have these cool water-resistant pants that are really nice for hiking in this sort of weather, especially with the snow. Snow just kind of falls right off of them. Very, very nice. Tonight I'll be sleeping in a fleece. I'll take this off. I'll probably sleep in this jacket. And I have some warmer joggers that I'm gonna put on. Alright, so it's dinner time, and we've collected some water from a nearby stream. We're using the solid fuel from Esbit, and the benefit of this tablet is that it's gonna be able to burn at high elevation and when it's really, really cold, where gas stoves just don't cut it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna boil our water for 1 minute, just to make sure it's safe to drink, and then we're gonna use it to cook some dinner. So this is the little Esbit stove. It is very compact, unfolds, has a little windscreen that goes on the back there. And the only downside to the tablets is that they kind of smell like fish, but they're great to have, especially in an emergency. So let's go ahead and pop one in, like so. We might need more than one of the tablets, the fuel tablets, but we'll find out. Here we go. Make sure it lights. As long as it's lit, it's not gonna go out.
It's cold. Yep. But I thought you might want to see what's inside the tent. For starters, it is a 4-season tent, because no way am I coming out and sleeping in 9-degree temperatures in a 3-season tent with like mesh and stuff. So this is designed for winter camping. It's the Rab Latok Mountain 2-person, and it's been great. We've got our sleeping bags, which are 15-degree bags, which are not warm enough. But we knew that, so we have multiple liners. We have our Sea to Summit Reactor Extreme liners. I also brought a fleece bag liner because I know that I am a tiny person and I get cold. So I doubled up the liners, and that worked pretty well. Next time I think we would bring 0-degree bags for sure, and maybe a liner. We have insulated sleeping pads. Insulated inflatable sleeping pads. This one's the Climate Insulated Static V. We're really familiar with their pads and like them. And it is on top of a closed cell foam pad. which is really important to layer pads like this in winter, because even if it's insulated, they're not really warm enough all by themselves. So you definitely want to layer a closed cell foam pad with an insulated pad to really keep you insulated from the cold ground below you. As far as keeping warm, we shoved all of our extra clothes in the bottoms or the sides of our sleeping bags to like take up extra space. So that kind of helps keep your feet warm and stuff. We put hot water in our Nalgene's before we went to bed so we could sort of like get all nice and cozy right off the bat in our sleeping bags, and that keeps you warm for several hours. It also keeps your water from freezing. So if all you brought was, non-insulated bottles like a Nalgene or something, sleep with it in your sleeping bag so that it doesn't freeze overnight, so that you actually have water to drink in the morning. We also brought insulated travel mugs, so that we could pour water in those and like leave them be and the water won't freeze. So that was super helpful. Also, anything with batteries went in the tent with us, because batteries will die like in seconds if they are cold. So anything with a battery, my camera, our headlamps, extra batteries like camera batteries and stuff, cell phones went in like inside chest pockets or inside the sleeping bag and just sort of took up room, so that anything that relies on batteries to work, we were able to prolong the life of those important pieces of technology there. So do that and your batteries won't die as fast.
Okay, last day we are hiking out. Fortunately, I forgot a plastic bag, which is handy for putting your boots inside of, and then you put the bag with your boots inside of your sleeping bag to prevent them from freezing. We did not do that, so our boots are very cold. And fun fact, boots are hard to get on when they're frozen.
Yeah, they're a little stiff.
So we made it out. It's snowy, it's cold, it's beautiful. We didn't see a single other person on the trail. And we had this whole place to ourselves. Beautiful views, dunes, mountains, snow, which makes everything more magical.
Absolutely. And even if you don't come out here in the winter, definitely check out Great Sand Dunes, because it is amazing.
Okay, so first backpacking trip in the winter, in the snow. What did we learn? The importance of hand warmers and foot warmers cannot be understated. Bring more than you think you need and use them liberally. You definitely need a closed cell foam sleeping pad to layer with your inflatable insulated sleeping pad. Make sure you have enough layers. You definitely need to be hiking with a paper map, even if you are planning on using like All Trails or a digital downloaded map of some sort, because batteries die in the cold. So you definitely want to have a backup in the form of a paper map. And make sure that you have a fuel source that is sufficient for the temperatures you're going to be camping in. So if it's going to be super duper cold, make sure you have like an alcohol stove or a tablet stove, so that you don't try to make dinner at night and your ISO Pro MSR pocket rocket or whatever doesn't light, because that would suck. That would suck real bad. And then, get out there and have fun. Enjoy the 4th season, man.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The announcement of our big, major, Mondo epic winter gear giveaway. Here's what's included. First of all, a climate insulated static V sleeping pad with a 0-degree synthetic sleeping bag.
Next, the Sea to Summit Reactor Extreme Bagliner.
A Gossamer Gear ultralight Gorilla or Mariposa backpack.
The Patagonia Macro Puff hoodie jacket.
A pair of On Cloud Rock Edge Raw hiking boots.
A pair of Motion Top pants from Houdini.
2 pairs of base layers from Odlo.
items.
A week-long pack of hand and foot warmers from Ignic.
A pair of armless from Ombras.
Hat and gloves from Mountain Hardware.
A sample pack of vegan snacks from Untapped Maple.
And last but not least, a Solaris and Veil pullover hoodie from Beyond Clothing.
So epic, am I right?
So much stuff.
Altogether, this prize pack totals more than $2,200, all to get one lucky winner started into winter camping and backpacking.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because the 4th season is awesome and shouldn't be missed just because it takes, you know, a bunch of specialty gear.
So to enter the giveaway, click on the link in the description below the video and you'll have a chance to enter, and you even get bonus entries for sharing the giveaway with a friend.
So enter already. What are you waiting for? Like, this is huge, guys.
Yeah.
And then get out there, no matter how cold it is, and wander on.